Here's how you can use the multi-resolution modifier in Blender to make normal maps for your objects with which you want to transfer high poly details onto low poly versions of the objects. So for example, I have this cube here. This is the default cube in a Blender scene. Of course, this method will work with whatever object that you have. I'm just going to be using the default cube in this tutorial. All I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the sculpting tab. Now what I want is a situation where I have the plane object, the plane low poly object. As you can see, we tap into edit mode. This has only 6 faces. Okay. Then I want to be able to sculpt in extra detail onto the plane object without adding extra faces. So how do we do that? We're going to go to the modifiers, then we're going to add modifier search, then we're going to press multi-resolution. Okay, now you have 2 or 3 options rather. So this one is going to give you the regular subdivision method when you use the subdivision surface modifier. So as you can see, our cube has turned into a ball or ball adjacent object. That's not what we want. For us, in this case, we're going to be using the simple subdivision. So try the methods that you want. They all, as you can see, are adding levels to the object's details. So I'm going to be using this one since I want to preserve the edges of my cube. I will click the simple one. I'll click it a few times. Let's try it so we have enough detail to work with. Then what I will do is, still in sculpt mode, I am going to draw onto my object the details I want. So let's say I want to draw a circle on this face. Then I come with a triangle on this face. I can do a square on this face. Then I can do a curved line on this face. Then on the top face, I can do like a heart. And let's just do an X on the bottom face. So if you notice, as I move, the details we just drew in aren't visible. But once I let go of my middle mouse button, you can see that the details come back. So this is a way to test that yes, your multi-resolution modifier is working as intended, because this is on 0. So if I bump this up to even 4, you'd start seeing that as I move around, some of the detail is still present. But we do not want that in our case. All we want from this is normal maps, and as well as the original low poly geometry of the object being preserved. So how do we bake the normal map? We're going to come to shading. Then we're going to press Shift plus A, image texture. All right. Then we're going to create a new image texture. We're going to call this box normal map, or you can name it whatever you want. Set the dimensions as you wish. Then we're going to click on new image. Then let's set the color space to non-color. All right. Then we're going to come to the render properties. We're going to change the render engine to cycle so we can bake. Then from CPU, we change it to GPU so it bakes a bit faster. Then we're going to open up the bake panel, and then we're going to click bake from multi-res. So we have 2 options for the bake type. We have normals and we have displacement. So in our case, what we want is the normals, so that the normal map that we bake is going to transfer the high poly details onto the low poly object. So I'm going to click normals. Then I want to use extend, and then I click bake. With making sure that this is selected, I will click bake. All right, so now I can go ahead. Let's look closely at the object. You can't really see the detail now, but if I remove this modifier and then I press Shift A, I search for normal map, not normal, normal map. I connect this to this, and then I connect this to this. So the color to the color node of the normal map, and then the normal to the normal node of your principled BSDF. And you can see those details have returned. And then if we go into edit mode, our object maintains its original geometry. So that's how to go about using normal maps, creating normal maps directly in Blender with the multi-resolution modifier. Thank you for watching this tutorial. If you found it helpful, be sure to leave a like and also share with people who would need this tutorial as well.